If you're making around 1 to 2K per month on OnlyFans, you're in this stage that people don't really talk about enough. Like, you're not brand new to the platform. You've proven that people will pay for your content and you're not completely lost, but you're also not quite comfortable in the situation you're in. You're not happy with the results. The money you're earning might cover some bills, might cover some expenses, but it's not quite stable enough for you to feel secure. One slow week could throw everything off, and one bad month feels scary. You probably feel like you're still trying to figure it out constantly. If you're open to doing YouTube, but it's something that you're not quite sure is worth it or not, then this video is for you. And this isn't because like YouTube is magic, not because it guarantees success, but because at this income level, YouTube solves a very specific problem that most creators don't even realize they have yet. So I've got a document here for OnlyFans creators making 1 to 2K per month who are open to starting YouTube but not sure if it's worth it. If you're making more than 2K, like 2 to 5K, or even more, like over 10K and you're not doing YouTube, like this video is still for you and it can still make sense to you. The most important thing, if you're open to starting YouTube but you're not sure if it's worth it or not, then this video is for you. Just realised my lights died as well, so that's great. So what is the real problem at 1 to 2K per month? And it's not traffic, right? Most creators at this level think their issue is traffic. They think, if more people saw me, I'd make more money. If I could just get more eyes, things could work. But in most cases, that's not actually the core issue. The real problem is having trust and familiarity. And at 1 to 2K per month, your income usually comes from a small group of subscribers, a few people who spend, and occasional luck-based spikes. What you don't have yet is a steady stream of people who already feel comfortable with you before they ever subscribe. And comfort is what makes spending easier. So I'll get into this a bit deeper. So why does this stage feel so unstable? At this level, your income often feels unpredictable because most of your subscribers are making a fast decision. They see you, they click, they subscribe, and they decide very quickly whether to stay or leave. So that means high churn, low lifetime value, and constant pressure to promote. It's not that people don't like you, it's that they don't know you. And that's where YouTube becomes so powerful. So what does YouTube actually do, especially as well that other platforms don't? YouTube is not just another promotion platform, its real value is time. YouTube gives people time with you before they ever pay. Time to hear your voice, time to understand your personality, time to feel like you're familiar instead of just random. And psychologically, this does actually matter a lot. People are far more likely to spend money on someone they feel they already know, even a little bit, than on someone they've only seen in short clips or images. YouTube creates what I'd call low pressure intimacy. There's no expectation to buy, no sexual pressure, no urgency, just pure exposure. And exposure is what builds trust. Why trust matters more than sex appeal, especially if you're making 1 to 2K per month. This might sound counterintuitive, but at the early stages, sex appeal alone often works against you. Not because it's bad, but because it attracts impulse behavior. So an impulse subscriber, for example, they subscribe quickly, spend very little, and leave quickly. Whereas a trust-based subscriber takes longer to convert, they stay longer, and they spend more over time. YouTube filters for this second type of subscriber. People who are willing to sit and watch you talk for 10 to 20 minutes are already showing a level of investment that most social platforms will never create. And that's incredibly valuable when you're trying to grow from an unstable income into something predictable. So I want to give you guys an example as well, just to make things clearer. So 2 scenarios. Scenario 1, someone finds you on Twitter or Reddit. They see a photo or a clip, they feel attracted to you, and they subscribe immediately. They don't really know anything about you, they're curious but very detached. Scenario 2, someone watches 3 of your YouTube videos over the course of a week. They hear how you think, how you speak, how you joke, how you explain things, and they start to feel like you're familiar. When both of these people subscribe, they behave very differently. The first one will treat your page like content, and the second one treats it like access, way more premium. And access always converts better than just content. YouTube as well is very good for small creators, and a lot of people do think YouTube only works if you've already got a following, if you're already big, but that is not true. In fact, YouTube can work better when you're small because your audience hasn't fully formed any expectations yet. You don't need viral videos, you don't need perfect editing, you don't need to post constantly. You just need clarity, consistency, and a reason for people to keep watching. YouTube rewards watch time and retention, not popularity. So if a small number of people genuinely enjoy your videos, the platform will slowly push them to more people like them. This is very different from platforms that rely on instant reactions. One of the most underrated aspects of YouTube as well is that people don't just see what you look like, they see how you think, because you're showing your personality. So like how you explain things, how you react, how you structure your thoughts, and that creates a sense of depth. Depth makes people feel safer spending money because it feels less random and less transactional. So for creators stuck at 1 to 2K, this depth is often the missing piece. You're not lacking the appeal, you're lacking context. So what kind of YouTube content works at this stage? So this is where people always overcomplicate things. You don't need any fancy concepts, extreme niches, or constant trends. What works best early on is explanation-based content. So talking videos, screen-recorded explanations, story-based breakdowns, answering questions your audience already has. Content that's gonna make your viewers think, wow, she explains things in a way that makes sense. I like how she talks about this. I feel calm listening to her. Calm is underrated, but calm builds trust. And you don't actually need to be entertaining. So this is another misconception, that it requires high energy or performance, but it really doesn't. Many people watch YouTube to relax, not to be overstimulated. So if you're someone who explains things clearly, speaks thoughtfully, or has a grounded presence, YouTube can actually work extremely well for you, especially compared to fast platforms that reward shock and novelty. Your personality does not need to be loud, it just needs to be consistent. I recently did a video of what it's like relying on luck to promote your OF, so I want to talk about why YouTube can help you move beyond that luck. And especially at 1 to 2K, a lot of income still comes from luck. So someone discovering you at the right moment, a post doing better than usual, a random spender appearing. YouTube reduces the reliance on luck by creating a backlog of content. Videos work for you while you're offline, and people can discover you days or even weeks later and you still convert. That alone creates more stability than platforms that rely entirely on timing. So for long-term growth, this is why it matters. So the creators who move past the 1 to 2K range sustainably are not the ones who hustle harder, they're the ones who build familiarity before selling, attract warmer subscribers, reduce churn, and increase that lifetime value. YouTube supports all of those outcomes naturally, not overnight, not dramatically, but steadily. So what should you expect realistically? I just want to be honest with you guys. YouTube will not double your income in 1 month. It's not going to feel fast, and it might feel like effort without any reward at all. But what it does give you is something early creators desperately need, a sense that you're building something, not just chasing the next promotion, and that feeling alone often reduces burnout. So with Reels, TikTok, it's more about the instant result, although some videos can go viral after they've been posted for a while. But with YouTube, you could post 20 videos and then one blows up and then you just explode. So I just want to go through some closing thoughts like I do in every video. So why does YouTube make sense at this level? If you're making 1 to 2K and you're open to doing it, or you've even considered it once, you're in a good position. You've already validated that people will pay. Now you can focus on who pays and why. YouTube helps you attract people who want more than just a quick look, people who are willing to spend time before they spend money. And that's the kind of audience that allows income to grow without having that constant stress. If this helped you understand why YouTube is a good thing to consider at your stage, then that's a good sign. It means you're thinking beyond those quick fixes and thinking more in systems. And if you want more explanations like this, make sure to like and subscribe, and also drop a comment. I reply to every single one. Actually, if you're an OF creator, drop a comment right now if you'd consider YouTube, if you've tried it before, or if you would never do it, like the reason why. And if you ever want help setting up your YouTube that actually supports your OnlyFans income, check the link in the description and click it whenever it feels right. Or alternatively, message me on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram on screen here and it's in the description as well. But it's absolutely no pressure. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one.